In many cultures, not caring about sports is seen as strange. People assume you're boring, antisocial, or disconnected. They ask questions like, "You don't watch the game," or "You don't support any team." But psychology tells a very different story. People who don't obsess over sports are not missing something. Their brain is simply wired differently. And once you understand how their mind works, this personality type becomes surprisingly powerful. This is the psychology of people who don't obsess over sports. Most sports fans don't just enjoy the game, they emotionally attach themselves to it. They feel wins as personal victories, they feel losses as personal defeats. They say, "We won and we lost," even though they never stepped on the field. That emotional bonding happens because sports activate something deep in the human brain: tribal identity. Teams become tribes, colors become symbols, rivalries become stories. For many people, this satisfies a psychological need to belong. But people who don't obsess over sports usually do not build their identity around external groups. Their sense of self comes more from internal sources: values, ideas, personal goals, creativity, or meaning. They don't feel the need to emotionally merge into a team to feel whole. So the emotional hook of sports simply doesn't attach. People who don't obsess over sports are often internally motivated. They get their sense of achievement from progress, not from watching others compete. They feel reward when they improve themselves, learn something new, build something, or understand something deeply. Watching someone else chase a goal doesn't trigger the same dopamine response in their brain. They don't feel inspired by spectatorship. They feel inspired by participation. This doesn't make them less competitive. It makes them selectively competitive. So they want to play their own game, not watch someone else play theirs. People who don't obsess over sports also tend to be less influenced by social conformity. In many societies, liking sports is not really a choice. It's an expectation. You're expected to follow teams, know players, talk about scores, and share excitement. But some people naturally resist social scripts. They don't choose interests because they're popular. They choose interests because they genuinely feel meaningful. Psychologically, this is linked to higher independence of thought and lower need for external validation. They don't avoid sports out of rebellion. They simply don't feel pulled by them. They're